Welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers, and it ended Leicester Football Club 2, Chelsea Individuals 0. So before I get into the match review, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications, and you'll be notified every time we make a new video.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, a team beat individuals, and that's basically it at the end of the day. Leicester are a team. They know what they're doing. They know how to defend as a team. They know how to attack as a team. They know where each individual is. They can play. They know how to pick a pass. They know the movement of each of the players. Chelsea, bunch of individuals. Some talented, some not. But when you've got a bunch of individuals playing against a team is always going to win. You know, disappointing, terrible performance from top to bottom. This was not good enough. And this could be the death knell of Frank Lampard, I'm afraid. Because these guys are not being coached. Either they've been coached or they're not translating what Frank Lampard wants them to do. You know, these guys are shambles. They're a joke. They're a mess. Let's start with the team. Similar team to the one I selected. I don't know why Rudiger was playing. Apparently, some people said Rudiger was playing because of his forward passing. I want my defenders to be able to defend first, not in there for their passing. You know, Zuma has been our standout defender this season, and for him to be on the bench was a bit baffling for me. And Kovacic in that role as the holder, no, he's not disciplined enough for that role. He did okay sometimes on the ball, but he doesn't react quickly enough defensively. I'd have had Billy Gilmore in there. Apart from that, it was pretty much the team that I had selected. Giroud was out with a knock, so he wasn't even in contention on the bench. Leicester came out with a lot of purpose and intent. In fact, I thought, you know, and obviously they got that early goal. Poor defending by Chelsea, as I said, not switched on. It was so easy. Leicester's got a corner. They've taken a man, so it's a 2 versus 1 situation. One Chelsea player had the intelligence to go out to the Leicester player. So it's an easy pass back to him. And once again, it's one of those goals that we've conceded a lot this season, where we just have nobody at the far post. People see it. Well, now, can't we see it? We've conceded so many from that. Can't we see that needs addressing? So the ball's played back to the edge of the box. No Chelsea player on Indeed. Fortunate goal, I thought, because I don't think he's kind of, if he had hit that cleanly, it's going to be hitting one of our defenders or going at the goalkeeper. But because he had a bit of slice on the ball, it's come off the post. Leicester get that bit of fortune. But we still had enough time to react. And actually, I don't think we played that bad going forward at the beginning, but really with no real punch. Michael had some routine saves to make, but no real saves as such. And again, it was a kind of off the cuff stuff. It wasn't proper patterns of play, and it was just a lot of knocking on the door without any, no real punch, and I just couldn't see us scoring really. As I said, Schmeichel didn't have to stretch himself with any of those saves. They're all routine. But that second goal, awful defending. This sums up Chelsea. This sums up our lack of cohesion. It's just lack of concentration, everything. Reece James with that fault, he switched off. It was just a simple punt upfield by Schmeichel. Just before that, actually, we had a penalty, but when VAR had a look at it, the ball was just outside the box. the foul, sorry, was just outside the box, so it was overturned and it was given as a free kick. Some people are saying it was unlucky. No, it wasn't unlucky. It was outside the box, so that's what VAR is here for. VAR was implemented in the correct way. But what I'm saying, actually, before I talk about the goal, is Mason Mount, what are you doing, putting up so much power on the ball? You know, from that close in, you don't need to hit the ball with power. You just need to try and caress the ball into the net. And as all normal with Chelsea, once we have an attack, the other side just go right up the end of the other end and score. That's a normal punt down the field. You know, Reece James lost his man, but again, Rudiger was in no man's land. Sorry, if Zuma was there, he cleans that up. You know, Rudiger's positioning is awful, and Maddison just couldn't believe his luck. You know, we can't. This is schoolboy defending. Once again, schoolboy defending. We can't be doing all this nonsense defending. It's just terrible, absolutely awful. And so we go in at 2-0, the game's over. There's no way I can see us coming back. We're bereft of all sort of confidence. So I'd expected to see a bit of a reaction, but we just didn't see no reaction in the second half. Our attack, again, as I said, it's a sporadic, off the cuff, individualism. There's no sort of patterns of play. Leicester, I keep saying that you look at them, they're well coached. Off the ball, each of them know what they're doing. You know, they nullified our attack, our limp attack, what we had. When they have the ball, they attacked with purpose. They understand each other's runs and movement, and every time they had an attack, they looked dangerous. Every time and I was chill. I wasn't even. I'm just past being annoyed now. I'm just resigned to the fact that we're just not good enough as a team, as a unit. And you know, this display was just shocking. You know, Mason Mount tried as usual. I'd like to see, why does he keep, people say Pulisic had the go, but Pulisic was taking us down blind alleys all the time. He wasn't really attacking with any purpose. And I'd like to see Callum Hudson-Odoi and move over to that side, Pulisic come off, because Pulisic's decision making today has been poor. You know, Tammy's not the guy to take us up to that next level. He's a substitute striker at best. And you know, nobody, as I said, I'm looking at the side and I'm thinking, who comes out there with any glory? Nobody. It was, you know, as I said, for a little bit of effort. Again, it's Mason Mount for a bit of effort, but even his quality today wasn't great. You know, this isn't good. This isn't good, guys. You know, this football is not good enough, and even West Ham are above us. We've got dropped down to 8th. We're 9 points behind Leicester now, and there's no chance that we can kiss top 4 goodbye. There's no way we're going to get top 4 to this season. There's too many teams ahead of us in that race. I'd prefer not even to be in Europe, just to regroup and whatever. So you know, the likes of Haaland, Pipe Dream, you know, we're not getting those players because we're not going to be playing in top level Champions League football. Invested a lot of money, and this is disappointing. Obviously, you know, I feel for Frank in a way because of the fact that he hasn't had a pre-season and the gel, but he's got to take the lion's share of the blame as well. He's got to look at his selections. He can't find a formula from the players that he's got at the moment. His substitutions again have been too slow. You know, we were 2-0 down. He waited until the 65th minute again to make his substitutions. It looks like the guys don't know what they're doing. It looks like, as I said, the coaching the methods are not being translated on the pitch. The players just look lost out there. You know, we don't look like a team, and you know, I just can't see this going on for much longer. I don't like to be the voice of pessimism, as everyone knows. I try to be optimistic, but it's been going on for too long now. The performances, even the win against Fulham, I was saying the performance wasn't great. The performances are not good enough for a club like Chelsea, and I can't see it going on for much longer. But even if we get another new manager, I just think our team is too imbalanced. That's the issue. Our team, we've got nobody in midfield. Look at Leicester. Leicester indeed in there. They got Tielemans, powerhouse midfielders who can control the midfield. We've got all these little diddy men who can't do anything, weaklings in our midfield. We just haven't got it. We haven't got the balance. We still finding where Havertz needs to play. We haven't, we've brought this guy in. He's what role is he? What position does he play? We can't just go on just buying players for players' sake. You look at the Liverpools and other teams. Even Leicester, great coaching. They buy players for a specific task, a specific role, not because he's available, let's get him. I don't know where he's going to play, but let's just buy him because he's good. That's what Chelsea's method is at the moment. We need to find out the style of play, what we're going to do, who can fit into that style of play, which players. We need players with personality who are going to come into this side and do something, because the way it's going at the moment, it's not working. And as I keep saying, things need to change. So that's it. A bit disappointed. I may come back with a more measured review tomorrow. This is just straight after the match, and straight after the match, emotions are running a bit high. And so I may, as I said, look at it tomorrow and just dissect it a little bit more. So that's it, guys. Disappointing 2-0 defeat. Even as I was doing this, getting pinged by my annoying nephew. He's out of the woodwork now because Arsenal started to win against Chelsea, and he'd never heard from him for about 6-7 months, and now he's popping his head up again, which is annoying. But what goes around comes around, so I'll just park there, and he'll get his comeuppance a bit later. Anyway, guys, comment below. What do you think about the match? Disappointed? Just give me your views below. Do you think it's the end of the road for Frank now? Or do you think the players are letting him down? Do you think a change of personnel, change of management is going to change our fortunes? Or just do you think, round holes, square pegs, that sort of thing, and players are not suited? We just need to, I don't know. Anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time we make a new video. Until then, guys.